Shalom, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, that's giving all praise to the Most High. In the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit, double honors to our teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to the hopefully scattered abroad. Shalom to 144,000. It's going to be a quick news update in the spirit, man. Real quick, what's going on over there in Detroit, Michigan. Which this is really happening all over the country, man. A lot of the shit is going down, and it's really the Lord just visiting the earth. Okay, as you see in this video right here in Detroit, they got a storm that brought a flash flood, and then it's freezing up there, so it's ice. It's one thing to have to deal with, a flood. It's another thing to have to deal with a flood with ice in it. Okay, or it's freezing temperatures. People are, getting caught up in this mess. And then you see all those cars that are stuck in that water. Not only are those cars stuck, but then they end up freezing. The cold temperatures cause it to freeze, and before you know it, you gotta wait for you gotta wait for your car to thaw out, man. Okay, before you can even see if it'll still work. All right, but this right here go to show you that the Lord is serious, man. And He's shutting this place down. Real quick, let's read this caption. It says, as hundreds of people get stranded in their homes after a massive 54-inch water main broke, leaving many residents scrambling to find shelter as their homes and vehicles get flooded. Right. So they said a water main broke. I just did a video the other day about the flash floods in Kentucky, Tennessee. All right, which some more of that down here. When you go into this right here, when you go into this right here, it says Kentucky church stairs disappear under flood water as responders conduct. Bring that back. As responders conduct dozens of swift water rescue operations. Right, so, and they're saying that, because you had Elon Musk talking about going to Fort Knox and checking for that gold, and this is supposed to be a church too, so that's straight the Lord ain't with this church, but, they got, Elon Musk talking about going to Fort Knox and looking for that gold. So what happened? They flooded it out, man. They flooded that whole area out so it can delay the search. But then you had this guy Elon Musk, let me go right here. He just tweeted, let me go up, He just tweeted. Come on, man. He just tweeted. He said, this is his tweet. It says, looking for the gold at Fort Knox, and he put his he put this South Park thing here. It says, and it's gone. Okay. So then he said, this gold is the property of the American people. I sure hope it's still there. So yeah, they pretty much postponed him going there to look at it, and the people are saying how they're flying in gold. They're flying in gold to try to cover up, what they have done. But this is all through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. I'll show you these things are happening, man. All right. Let me read a little bit more of this. It says, watch as footage shows hundreds of homes and vehicles submerged in freezing flood waters after a 54-inch transmission line, like a transmission line water main ruptured due to extreme cold in the southwest Detroit neighborhood, which shows you that this whole system is, is very fruitful, man, because if a cold temperature can come and cause a main water line to break like this, and now the whole city's flooded, that show you this place ain't got much longer, man. Okay. It says the first emergency call came in at 2 a.m. on Monday. So the first emergency call. So this water came, in the middle of the night now, while people were asleep, woke up and you got water all over your bed. I mean, you step out your bed and you in freezing cold water. Can you imagine that shit, bro? Like, Salaki, but can you imagine that? Imagine you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you try to go to bed early, go to work the next day, and your entire floor is covered with freezing cold water. You can't even get out of bed. That's terrifying. It says, with hundreds of people stranded in their homes as residents scramble to find shelter amid flooding and rising waters, the water department director estimated that between 150 and 200 homes were affected, causing significant property damage. Emergency responders, including members of the downriver dive team, rescued 54 adults, 22 children. Imagine having children in this, man. Okay, and 12 pets. The mayor assured that the city would cover the damages for all those affected. You see, so yeah, man. Okay, you get the picture. Severe Detroit flooding strands motorists trapped residents, and homes. Let's grab a few precepts real quick. I don't want to make this too long. But let's just go into it. It says, Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6, it says, Thou shalt be visited of Yahawah of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and flame of devouring fire. You see, so the Lord is visiting you people with these, destructions he's bringing upon the earth. That's how you know Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI is real, because when all hell break loose, you can't call 911, you can't call the ambulance, you can't call the fire truck. They can't get to you. So who are you going to call upon? And it's the Lord that's bringing it. It says in the NLT, I, the Lord of heaven's armies, will act for you with thunder and earthquake and great noise, with whirlwind and storm and consuming fire. So this is the Lord doing this for us, for our sakes, man. This is the beginning of our departure out of America, the second Exodus, man. The Lord is plaguing this modern day Egypt, which is America. It says all the nations fighting against Jerusalem will vanish like a dream. Those who are attacking her walls will vanish like a vision in a night, right? Because the motherfuckers gonna be dying. Our oppressors that's been oppressing us, they're about to be on their way out, man. Okay, they're gonna start getting sick. Okay, there's, they're gonna have mold. People gonna start breathing in that deadly mold and stuff. And before you know it, people on their deathbed, man. Okay. It's like you got a slave master that dies, and now guess what? Abruptly you're free. Okay, this says 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 13. Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption, which is what we're doing. We're setting our houses in order. We were approving our people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble. And we coming into a time called Jacob's trouble. It says, and now renounce corruption. That's another main thing too. We have to renounce this corruption that's going on in this society that we're in. It says, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature, right? You worried about, this society and inflation and, yada, yada, yada. But they don't worry about that shit, bro. Just trusting Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, because all this shit is going to burn. All this stuff is going to fail. And at the end of the day, all we got is Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, which is why we can't be dependent upon the system anymore, man. Okay, we got to put our full trust and faith in Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI in these last days. You see what's going on with the egg shortages and, inflation and, people losing their jobs, because Trump making certain deals and shit. It's going to get worse, okay? It says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times, right? We are hastening to flee from these times that we can be delivered. It says, for yet, here's the point, for yet greater evils, which means bad times. If you thought that was a bad time, greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen will be done hereafter. So it's going to get worse. It ain't going to get better. It's going to get worse. Okay, it says, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. So it's going to get worse out here, man. Okay. And the prophets told you this first. We warned you that this times were coming. Okay, the Lord may have it where 2 o'clock, and that's terrifying. 2 o'clock in the morning, everything changed. You see the movies, nothing was the same after today. Then they'll go into all these disasters that happen. So you're not going to expect it. You're not going to see it come. It's going to catch you people by storm. Verse 18, for the time is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hastens the vision to come, which thou hast seen. And brothers have seen these visions of America collapse and America's destruction, man. So now we're starting to see the time where these visions are going to start taking place is going to be at hand. Let me go right here. I'll close out with this right here. All right, just a quick one. It's lucky for talking so fast, but I got, a short amount of time to bring out these. It's edification, and I pray it's edifying to the hopeful elect. Okay, but we almost out of here, man. So this is, though it's a terrifying time, it's good for us. It says, and this is going to bring people to the brink of destruction. Okay, people are going to start destroying each other. Going to have to get it how they live. It's going to be a Mad Max time out here. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? You're going to desire to go into a city to leave. Hey, people stranded on their porches, stranded in their homes. You're going to desire to leave your house, and ain't going to be able to, man. Because they're going to completely break down this infrastructure. A lot of this shit happens on purpose, okay? That's another thing too. Esau plans this stuff. Like I said, with Fort Knox, With them talking about going into Fort Knox, this nigga flooded 4 states, man, just to stop his corruption, okay? Just to cover up his own shame, you know? Just to cover up his own deceit. You know, they told you, oh yeah, we got gold in Fort. They didn't sold all that shit, man. America's in debt. America doesn't have any gold in Fort Knox, man. Okay? So you gonna desire to just to leave your home and not gonna be able to pretty soon, man. Much less go into the next city. Okay? You gonna have to swim out of, you gonna have to swim out. You gonna have to hike. You ain't gonna be able to take a car. You gonna have to hike. A lot of you people ain't used to walking. You just hop in the vehicle. You know? I remember when they had those little damn, what they was called, man. It's like the little thing with 2 wheels. People was just, riding around on, which some people still do, in different forms and variations. So they ain't used to using them legs, man. The time that we coming into, you gonna have to use them legs, bro. A lot of you people, you stand up for too long, or you walk for too long, and your legs start to hurt. You down and out. We coming into a time where you gonna have to put them legs to use. You ain't gonna be able to hop in your damn your Mercedes Benz. You ain't gonna be able to hop in your goddamn, whatever you drive, man. Okay, your Kia. You ain't gonna be able to hop in none of that stuff. You're gonna have to put, feet to pavement. And 9 times out of 10, the pavement is gonna be erupting from underneath you, or it's gonna be flooded, or it's gonna be fires. You see these things happening on earth. And that right there is Yahawah Shem Yahawash doing. Fear Yahawah Shem Yahawash and serve Yahawah Shem Yahawash with fear and trembling. Shalom, promise you all love.